Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hello, hello, hello. I'm just giving it a few minutes before everybody starts to gather. Well, hello, hello. This is Michele Claiborne, and this is Meditation Mondays. And I hope that many of you will tune in. It should be in about a minute, which is what we said that we would do is 7:30. And I really hope that many of you will actually join me at 7:30 to do this meditation. It's something that really will help us all in this time. Just giving ourselves that break, giving ourselves that time to reflect, to help ourselves and help others. So now that it is 7:30, once again, this is Michele Claiborne at Mill Lake Retreat, and I do hope that many of you will be tuning in. And I sure wish that you're all sitting here in the lake house with me, and certainly I would like you to imagine that that's what you're doing, and that's what I'd like to imagine that you're doing too, because we'll be sending each other that energy. So we'll be doing exactly that, even though obviously I've never done this meditation like this before. But we're going to give this a whirl, and hopefully a lot of you will be tuning in. And hi Claire. And so I would like to see a lot of those people that normally come to the meditation joining in too. Hi Johnny, and those who are much further away. Some of you are from America, and some are down the road, and some of you are all placed all over the place. So it's lovely just to see you. Anyway, tonight, this evening, I would like to share with you a couple of things that happened to me today. And I was asking the Holy Spirit to give me a guidance of what to do tonight. And that is often the case. That's what I'll do. I'll just ask to get some kind of inspiration. And today I was, to be honest, quite overwhelmed. I was in a great mood this morning. I was just jolly as could be. And then all of a sudden I went out and I got overwhelmed with all the jobs that I had to do. I had buckets of water that I had to then go and water all the willows, and then I had to, walk the dog, and then it was just piling up. People were asking me for questions about herbs. I was having to clean some things, and it just seemed to mount up, and I allowed it to, and that's not a good idea. And then with that energy, I finally said, okay, I'll take the dog for a walk. And before I did that, I let the chickens out. And when I came back, it was all beginning to go into this tumble. And that's exactly what will happen if we're not careful, if we allow that energy to just roll without us really taking stock and stopping. And so the chickens, I came back and found the chickens were eating all the seeds that I had just been planting. The dog had disappeared and was apparently on the road, so I was very concerned. And it was just chaotic. It was absolutely madness. And that's what will happen if we change our energy. As I was saying this morning, that we are energy. So if we are not tuned in, obviously our energy will escape in any which way it will. If it's going to be love, then that's the energy that we're going to be projecting. If it's other things like overwhelm or concern or whatever it is, it's going to be emanating out there. And mine was chaos. And so chaos ensued. And it just got worse and worse, and I was trying to grab the dog, and the chickens wouldn't go into the pen, and it was just hilarious, really. But I was getting myself just allowing it to manifest until I said, whoa, wait a minute. Let's just restock and regroup. And that's when I went back into the house. I sat back down for a few moments. Actually, I was doing my tapping. I said, even though I'm overwhelmed, I totally and absolutely love and accept myself. And within a few minutes, I had changed my energy. I had one chicken that I could not catch at all. And as soon as I went out there with this different energy, the chicken was absolutely no problem at all and walked quite happily into the pen. So that is something that is so important that we want to try and do. Deborah, I hope that you do figure out how to tune in. I'm sure you will. Anyway, so it is changing our energy, and that's what we're doing tonight, is that we're going to be making sure that we can change our energy. And to start with, usually when we are in this group, I do like to pick a card. That's why I was giving you a kind of little snippets in the morning, because I do a wake up with Michele mornings, and I did pick a card for everyone. But tonight I picked a card, and it was identity. And I thought it was quite fitting. It always is, of course. And this is what it says. You are a mystery. You are a mysterious extension of something beyond your comprehension. You are the thought of love in form. How would you live your life if you knew this was true? You are the expression of God's presence. The deepest expression of enlightenment is between your Creator and you. And I think that that's a beautiful message. So again, this is wonderful cards from Alice Friend, and it's called the Holy Spirit Wisdom Cards, and you can get that from her online. They just have, it's a little bit more on there, but I just wanted to, first of all, just get us in that zone of understanding that we really are much more than we believe that we are, and we're much more capable than we think we are. But also, we are also much more chaotic, and we can control that. That is up to us. That is absolutely 100%. We cannot put it onto someone else. It is entirely our own doing if we create chaos out there. So what I'd like to do to start with is just to get centered. I'd like, get comfortable, sit, if you can, as straight as you can. And then what I'm going to start with is do a little bit of tapping so that we can get in the right place and space. So what I'd like you to do is just imagine right now what level you are as far as feeling maybe an overwhelm like I did today, or a feeling of fear or anxiety. And I'll do a little bit of all those things. But you can change the word. If none of those apply, you can change the word to something else. But we're going to start with the gambit point, which is here. And you can use all your fingers, and again, just follow me. We're going to use the gambit point this side of the eyebrow, this side of the eyebrow, the outside of the eyebrow, underneath the eye, under the nose, chin, collarbone, and under the arm, and then the final on top of the head. Okay, so we're going to do that little tapping, so if you could do that along with me. So let's start, and we'll start tapping here. And we'll say, even though I feel totally overwhelmed, and this could be an overwhelm with the news that we're getting, the things that are going on throughout the world. So even though I feel completely overwhelmed, I totally and absolutely love and accept myself, and know that as a being of light, I will be fine. We're going to do that 2 more times. Even though I feel completely overwhelmed, I feel that sense of anxiety, I totally and absolutely love and accept myself, and know that as a being of light, everything will be okay. Let's do that 1 more time. Even though I felt completely and utterly overwhelmed, I totally and absolutely love and accept myself, and know that as a being of light, everything will be fine. Great. Okay. And now we're going to go on to the next point. But remember, this round is to confront it. I think I've said this many times, but you can't clean a house unless you see the dirt. So we're confronting this problem at the moment. We're not giving it more life. We're just confronting it. So with this next point, I'm going to say, I feel completely overwhelmed. The news, next point, the news is just completely overwhelming me. Next point. I feel hopeless, and I feel I don't know what I can do to help others and myself. Even though I'm at home, I sometimes feel overwhelmed with the things that I should do, or how I can do them. Next point, on the chin. I feel completely and totally overwhelmed with what's going on in the world and feel powerless. Collarbone. I just feel that I can't get through this anxiety. It feels like the whole world is doing nothing but repeating more and more bad news, and I feel completely powerless. Next point. I feel this overwhelm throughout my entire body. It makes me feel tired. It makes me feel that I can't do anything about it. Next point, on the top of the head. This overwhelm is completely consuming. Next point. Now this is the round that we're bringing hope again. Perhaps there's something I can do to make my mood change. Next point. Perhaps I can feel better. And the point on the chin. Perhaps there is a way, and perhaps this tapping will make that difference. And the next point. I know that I felt better yesterday, so surely I can feel better again today. Next point. If I can be better even for one moment, I know that I can be better for however long I decide to feel better for. Next point. So maybe there is a way to let go of this overwhelm, this fear and this anxiety. Next point. So perhaps I can get rid of this anxiety and overwhelming feeling. Top of the head. I believe that there really is a way of letting go of this overwhelm. Now to the side of the eyebrow. I give my body permission to feel safe. Next point. I give my body permission to let go of any anxiety, fear, or overwhelm. Next point. I tell my body to be healthy and happy, and I know that I can be in control of this. Next point. Everything is good. Everything can be fine. This is a time of reflection. Next point. Things will return, and even perhaps for the better. And even I may come out of this time being a better person, learning to be within myself, learning to let go of overwhelming thoughts, anxiety, and fear. And that is a good thing. Collarbone. I can feel my body coming back alive. I can feel that sense of calm and peace. And it feels good. Next point under the arms. I feel completely at peace. I let go of the feeling of overwhelming thoughts completely and totally. And it feels good. Next point on top of the head. I feel vibrant. I feel healthy. I feel alive. And I feel ready to face anything. Fantastic. Well done. Well done, everyone. Fantastic. So now, after we started off with a certain level, 1 to 10, I don't know what it was, but hopefully that dropped down and you're feeling a little calmer and feeling ready to go into the next part of the meditation. And if there's any comments that you wanted to share with me, anything that you would like to particularly go into when I take you on this journey. If there's any comments that you particularly wanted to let go of, there's something that you wanted me to add in when we're doing this virtual journey, and I can sort of slip that in. So do comment if you need to ask me what it is that you would like to incorporate in this time together that we've got, and also this time that you've got for yourself. And I'm just going to help facilitate that by taking you on a journey. So as I said, I really want you to all be very comfortable. If you can, keep your back as straight as possible. If you need some cushions behind you, and scoot yourself back into the seat as well as you can. And let us begin. Again, I'm going to give you a few more minutes just to see if there's anybody that would like something that they're going through to be incorporated. It doesn't have to be lengthy, it just needs to be one sentence. Please, I'm going through grief at the moment, or I'm feeling, as we did, well, hopefully you don't feel overwhelmed anymore if you did feel overwhelmed. But if there's anything else that you're really needing to address, then please do actually say it, and so that I can add that in. But what I'm going to ask you to do, as I said, is to keep as relaxed as possible. Bring down your shoulders, keep your head straight. Imagine, as we've often heard, of a string going right the way through your body, keeping it upright. But at the same time, I know it sounds like you're using all those muscles, but you can also do them gently and relax. And just as a by the by, gentleness is the way forward. Gentleness is the way that we all need to be. And even though we find that sometimes it may be difficult to stay with that gentleness, if we none of us like to be shouted at. None of us like to feel that we're being attacked by anyone. So the best thing to do is to be gentle, even when we find ourselves at that chaos level. I was feeling overwhelmed, but hopefully you're not feeling overwhelmed anymore. That's what the tapping's all about. But we will go into the overwhelm, and so I'd like you to take some deep breaths. I'd like you to breathe in to the count of 4, hold for 4, and release for 4. So breathe in for 4, hold for 4, and release for 4. We're going to do that 2 more times. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4, and release for 4. One more time. Breathe in for 4, hold for 4, and release for 4. Wonderful. Now I want you to imagine that you are growing roots from inside your body right down into the ground, right down into Mother Earth. I need you to feel that you are connected with the earth. I want you to feel safe in your place that you are in right at this moment. Feel safe and know that your body is safe where it is too. I want you to put your feet on the floor, and that too is sending roots down into the earth. Now you can close your eyes and imagine those roots growing deeper and stronger into the earth. Great. And as you do so, I want you to raise your whole body into a clenching situation. Clench all your body and then release. Good. And we're going to slowly go through our body as we release each part of any strains or stress. We'll start with our toes. I'd like you to crunch up your toes. Breathe in and let go on your release. Let go of the toes. I'd like you to scrunch up your whole foot. Breathe in and breathe out and release. Good. I'd like you to now tense your calves, and even if you don't feel you can do that physically, imagine your calves are tensed. And then outward breath, release your calves. I want you to do that again with breathing in, tensing up your thighs, and then on the out breath, release. Wonderful. Breathe in and tense your buttock. And then when you breathe out, release and breathe out. Let your buttocks now completely relax. Do this with the lower part of your stomach. Imagine as you breathe in, you're tensing your stomach. And then on your out breath, let go. Let your stomach relax. And now breathe a few breaths into your belly, making sure that it is truly relaxed. Now breathe in and hold on to your chest. And then when you're ready, breathe out and relax your chest. Do this with your hands. Clench your hands as you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, let go and place your hands on your lap. Let them go. Release them completely. Now, your forearms, breathe in, hold and tense your forearms, and then relax. Do the same thing with your shoulders. Bring your shoulders into a tension when you're breathing in, and then when you breathe out, relax your shoulders and your upper arms. Do this with your neck. Breathe in, tense your neck, and then when you breathe out, release your neck. Do this with your face. Breathing in, tense your face, and then with your out breath, relax your face. Very good. Well done. Now you should feel completely and totally relaxed. Good. Make sure that every part of your body is well and relaxed. Good. Now I'm going to take you on a little journey. So, remember that you are safe where your body is. And I'm going to just ask you to come with me on a journey. You can leave your physical body behind. Use your imagination. Use whatever it is that you need to come with me on this journey. Remember that you are safe, that you are at peace. And now, I'd like you to step out of your body. And as you do so, I would like you to hold hands with everyone that is participating in this journey. And together we will rise up, up, raising ourselves higher and higher until we find ourselves in the sky. I would then like you to imagine, use your imagination, make this as real as you can. Remember, your ethereal body can go anywhere, be anything. It can fly. It can do anything you wish it to do. It can change form. It can be light. It can be the image of your body now. And you will see that you can change it to something that you would like it to be. Now I would like us to imagine that we are now flying together, and it feels good. It feels free. It feels amazing. As we fly with the winged ones, I want you to make this as real as you can. As you fly with each other and with the birds, I want you to head out towards a spot way out in the horizon. It's almost as if there is a purple haze ahead of you. I want you to imagine this as best as you can. If you're only just joining us, try and sit down and relax, and then step out of your body, and we are now taking this journey with our ethereal bodies. So once again, join us as we head towards a point in the horizon, in the distance. We can see the purple haze of something further out in the distance as we head towards it. As we become aware, the purple haze is in fact an island, and it is emitting this beautiful aura, this beautiful color. And we head towards it. It is a mountainous island, and we head towards the tip of that mountain as we see a meadow below us. I want you now to start ascending into that meadow, descending into the meadow, and as we land on this beautiful meadow surrounded by beautiful trees, I want you to feel the grass between your toes. I want you to feel the light breeze on your face, and it feels good. I want you now to be aware of your surroundings. Feel what it is like to be in this meadow. Walk around the meadow and see what you can see. Feel what you feel. Feel that wonderful, warm, cool air around your face, and it feels refreshing. It feels so good to be alive and free as you now skip around the field, feeling alive and free, and it feels good. I want you again to make this as real as you can as you skip around the meadow, feeling so alive and free. As you pass by the flowers, you can smell their fragrance, and it feels so wonderful. The smell is intoxicating and wondrous. Keep skipping around the meadow and make this a wonderful experience. You are able to be and do whatever you wish in your ethereal body. You can bounce, you can dance, but make yourself go round the meadow many times as you look around you, seeing the beautiful trees that surround this meadow. And as you go around for the several times, skipping and laughing and enjoying the complete freedom, I'd like you to choose a tree. Allow a tree to call you. Whatever tree calls you, go towards it. Now make your way to the tree that beckons you. And as you stand, make note of the tree that you are standing beside. And then I'm going to ask you to step inside the tree. You become the tree and the tree becomes you. You are that tree and that tree is you. Make this as real as you can. Feel what it is like to be the tree. Feel the branches reaching for the sky. Feel your roots going deep into Mother Earth. Know that you are part of everything and everything is part of you. Feel what it is like to be inside this tree, that you have become this tree and this tree has become you. And as you reach into the branches, as you reach deep into Mother Earth with your roots, I want you to know what the tree's wisdom is trying to tell you. Listen to what the tree has to say. It may be one word. Take that word back with you. Listen. Listen to the tree. What is the tree saying? Make this very clear, for the tree has beckoned you for a reason, and it has a message for you. Remember this message, and it may only be a feeling, but each tree imparts to us something, some form of wisdom. Allow that to be whatever it is. Do not try and change it. Just accept it. And as you thank the tree for its wisdom, as you thank the tree for becoming you and you becoming the tree, and feeling what it is like to be a tree, now I'm going to ask you to step out of the tree and become the form that you were previously, back in the meadow. Feel again the feeling of freedom. It feels so good, this meadow. It just feels like a sanctuary. It is so beautifully green and lush. And you can see the flowers as far as you can see. And each flower sways with a slight breeze that is refreshing and sending that wonderful fragrance to you. Wonderful. And now, as we are in the meadow, I would like you now to come to the center of the meadow. And as we are in the center of the meadow, I'd like you to now call upon an animal. Call upon an animal right now to come to you. Do not be surprised if it is small or large. Just call upon the animal that is meant to come to you right now. Welcome this animal. It does not matter what form it is. Accept the form that is coming towards you. Accept the creature that is coming towards you, even if it is a tiny cricket. I want you to welcome the animal that has been chosen for you. Remind yourself which direction the animal came from. And as this animal is now standing before you, it is either sitting, standing, or crawling towards you. It is beside you now. I want you to accept whatever animal that is. And now I'm going to ask you to step inside this animal, and you become the animal and the animal becomes you. Feel what it is like to be this animal, for you are now this animal and this animal is you. Make this as real as you can. You want to be this animal. See through this animal's eyes. For you are this animal, and this animal is you. Make this as real as you can. Breathe as this animal would breathe. And now I'm asking you to move as this animal moves. If it is a winged one, then you will be flying. If it is a tiny creature, then hop upon the back of another larger animal that is going to be following me into the woods. I ask you now to follow me. I am now a black panther, and I have asked you all to follow me into the woods, into the forest. If you are too small, as I say, you can climb upon my back. If you are a winged one, then you will be flying. If you are also able to run, then run along beside me. And together, we will now make our journey into the woods. Let it be as real as you can, as you now make your way into the woods. Find your way through the trees. Make this journey something of an excitement, of an adventure, of you being this animal and this animal being you. Make this as real as you can. See through the animal's eyes. Feel this journey as this animal. Keep going deep into the woods and follow me. Follow me as we go into the woods. Hear the sounds of the woods, and it is absolutely incredible. It feels so adventurous. It feels so brave to go into this woods as this animal. But you know that you can do anything. You can be anything. And so you can be this animal. Now we stop as we hear the roaring of a waterfall. As we stop at the edge of this waterfall, we look below. And as we look below on the waterfall, together, we will all jump into the waterfall on the count of 3. 1, 2, and jump! And as we jump into the waterfall, we then hit into the beautiful aqua blue pool below. And as we enter the water, you become the water, and the water becomes you. Feel what it is like to be water. Feel the ebb and flow of being water, and it feels good. Feel that you are mingling with everyone else, and everyone else is mingling with you. Feel what it is like to be one with everything, for that is what you are, one with everything. Make yourself liquid with the water, flowing with the water, mingling with each other as water. Remember that water has a memory. Listen to the water. Listen to what the water has to tell you. As you dissolve into water, allow the flow to be you. You just go with the flow. You do not want to try and fight upstream. Allow yourself to just let go. And in that letting go, you're letting go of all your worries, all your concerns, all your overwhelm. Let it go because you are the water flowing freely, and it feels so good. Allow it to be. Allow yourself to be this water. As you ebb and flow with the current, it feels good. Swirling and being all at one with everything. This water feels so wonderful. Remembering as you let go, not trying to fight the current, letting go of anything that's holding you back, letting go of anything that you're holding on to, let go of any overwhelm, let go of any anxiety, let it all go. Be the water and enjoy that freedom. You are the water and the water is you, and it feels so good. You no longer have anything. It is completely washed away from you, and it feels so free. So you be the water, and the water is you. And as you swirl and whirl through this water, allowing it to be just that, you are the water and the water is you. Now I'm going to ask you to start a vortex. Very small to begin with. And then I want you to gradually get larger and larger in this vortex, remembering that you are the water and the water is you. You are now able to control the water. For now you've let go of everything that's stopping you from doing and being what you truly are, this extraordinary, amazing being of light. And right now you are water and water is you. And you are making this extraordinary vortex and you're enlarging it bigger and bigger until you become the funnel of water. And as this feeling gets stronger and stronger, I'm going to ask you to come out of the water and once again become the form that you were before you were the water, before you were the animal, before you were the tree. And once again, as whatever form you are, sit upon the bank. On this bank, I want you to just sit in quietness. Enjoy the just being. Enjoy being by this beautiful aqua blue pool. And there, amongst others that are also sitting by this beautiful pool. As you breathe and look into the water, I want you to see something very special. I want you to see your own reflection as you look into the pool. As you look into the pool, I want you to see your reflection. What do you see? What are you seeing in that reflection? If it's something that you don't like, then let it go. Change it. Make it whatever you want it to be. For you are amazing. You are magnificent. You are incredible. Make the image in that reflection reflect what you know you to be. And that is a being of light. That is a child of God. That is a being that is greater than you can ever imagine. For you are light, and light is you. Make this as real as you can. Make the image in that reflection as strong as you can. Make it beautiful. Make it whole. Make it who you really are. For you are magnificent. And as you look at that reflection and you tune it up and you make it who you are, it could be just that you are the being of light. But whatever that image is, I want you to remember that and bring it back into you, because that is who you truly are. That is your higher self. That is your true beauty. For you are beautiful. You are magnificent. Remind yourself what incredible being of light you are. That you are capable of anything. And one thing that you are capable of is to rid yourself of any pain that you may be having. You know, as a being of light, you are energy. And as energy, you are able to let go of any pain, any anxiety, any fear, any overwhelm. You can do this because you are amazing. Jesus once said, "You can do what I can do and more." And that is so true. You are so capable. You are so magnificent. And as that being looks at you, I want you to now look at that reflection, and that is your higher self. And you truly know all the answers. So I'm going to give you this opportunity to look at the reflection and ask any questions to that reflection that you wish to ask. I'll give you a few moments to ask your higher self any questions that you might have. Ask now and listen. Truly listen to what those answers are. Ask the question and then listen to your higher self and hear what it has to say. You know all of the answers within, for you are a being of light. You are a child of God. You are a co-creator. And you are much more magnificent than you ever could realize. So you know the answers. Ask the Holy Spirit, if you wish, to give you those answers clearer. But ask of yourself, your higher self, what is it that you need to know? And you know the answer. Listen to what they say. Now I want you to thank your higher self. And now I would like you to just spend a few moments calling upon anyone that you would like to make amends with. They may not even be on this earth still. It doesn't matter. Call upon that person wherever they may be, for their soul will hear you. Call upon the person and allow them to come sit beside you by the pool, and allow them to spend a few moments with you. This is your opportunity to ask for forgiveness to that person and let that person forgive you. Hear your small little conversation just for moments. You might have someone that you need to just make amends with. For this is one other thing that we need to let go of at this time. We do not want to hold any grudges, any upsets, any grievances with anyone. So call upon that person and allow them to just be by you. Forgive yourself, forgive them, let them forgive you too, and let them forgive themselves. And make amends. Wonderful. Well done. And now it is time to make our way back to our physical body after our little journey. We have left behind anything that did no longer serve us. And now we will once again rise up, 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 and make our way and head back to our physical body. Make this as real as you can. Use your imagination, for that is the tool, that is the key. For we can command our body almost anything if we truly believe it so. So make our way back to our body, using our ethereal body to get back to our physical body. And then as we descend beside our body, remember what your reflection looked like. Remember that you've left everything behind that did not serve you. Remember what animal you were, and remember the tree that you became and the wisdom that it imparted into you. Remember what it was like to be water and be with everyone. For that is the truth. We are one of everyone. We are one of all. And now I'm going to ask you, as you in your ethereal body stand beside your physical body, it is now time to step inside your body and feel your body once again. where it was. Remembering the beauty that you encountered on your little journey, and remembering who you truly are, that you are a magnificent being. And now that you are back in your body, allow that to be who you are. Walk that walk. Be that person. Be that person that you saw who you really were, your higher self, in that reflection. And be magnificent. And little by little, wiggle your toes, your feet, wiggle your legs, move your body, move your arms, shaking your arms, and then when you're ready, open your eyes and see that you are a new you, that you can walk in beauty. And I hope that you enjoyed that journey. If there's any comments that you want to make that you felt while you were on that journey, then please do. These meditations differ, and I never know what they're going to take form of, but we always go on a little journey, and in that journey we might encounter other things, but it's always a way of letting go of all that is not you. Your emotions aren't you, your thoughts aren't even you, your body isn't you. So we try and get to the essence of who we really are, and that is a form of meditation, is to find out the true essence of who we are. We are not all this chaos that's going on. We are a being of light, and when we can just spend a little time to find that being of light that's within us, then that is very special. So, well, I hope you enjoyed the journey. Again, if you wanted to say any comments of what you felt, or if you wanted to share the animal that you became, or if you want to share the tree that you became, then please do share that, and I'd be happy to make a comment. We've got a few more minutes to be here, and I always enjoy going on a little journey myself. Obviously I was more conscious this time being on live, but it is a way of really truly letting go of all the things that are not serving us, that aren't even us at all. And what is conscious and what is unconscious. We very rarely live a very conscious life, and so it's so important, like getting overwhelmed and then taking stock and changing that, and changing it before it really does some damage. Because if we're fearful or we're upset or we're overwhelmed, then we can cause so much havoc and we can cause so much grief. And if we're with other people, we can cause a great deal of hurt. So we are in control, and it is up to us, and it's our responsibility to truly take stock and change that energy. So is there anybody out there that would like to make a comment? Anyway, it was lovely that you joined me for this time, and I hope to see you again next Monday. And it's good to take just a little bit of time for ourselves. An hour is nothing. It's like a drop in the ocean, and it really does help us if we can give ourselves that, do as we need. We need that time for us, and so it's really important. Do give yourselves that time at least once a week, and if it's not with me, it's with someone else. And so enjoy the rest of the week. Remember that I am doing Wake Up with Michelle at 7 a.m. This is UK time, For the US people, that might be in the middle of the night, so you might not want to do that. But it would be 7 a.m. UK time, and I'd love to see you. I give little tips and ideas for looking at a brighter day. Each morning we do something. So I never have an idea of what we're going to do before, but we always seem to figure it out. So from me, namaste, Michele Claiborne at Mill Lake. I hope you enjoyed that journey with me. And if there's any other comments that you want to put, or you would like to share this meditation or keep it, I will be posting it on site, so you can use it anytime you so wish. And thanks for the little heart. Okay, well, take care. And remember, don't get overwhelmed. Don't listen to the news too much. We can listen to it too much sometimes. We want to listen to sometimes good news and what wonderful things are going on in the world and what wonderful things we can do for ourselves too. So remember that too, so that we don't get overwhelmed. Remember to stay focused on the good things in life too, and the good things in ourselves, because we all have something to that jewel is always there, and meditation is one way of finding that jewel, finding the true essence of ourselves, and that's what's so important. So again, from me to you, take care and farewell until next week.